what is the thing that can tell you that you can be a UX designer?
Most important and the most fundamental thing for them to do is, I'm asking you about if UX is a good fit for me, and you are asking me what did I love as a kid, what's the relationship, I'll bring that. So basis the situation you will have around you, your fundamental qualities will dictate what to pick and start loving them, right? This is the way in which we'll realize whether UX is a fit or not. Your pursuit should be about where are the opportunities to understand stories and narrate stories. My only thing is, a lot of people are getting UX design without realizing the beauty of it and not enabling themselves thinking so fundamentally about themselves.
So,
Yeah, Vamsi.
yeah. First of all, I had this question. I wanted to ask this question for quite a while.
Okay.
Is UX design for me or not?
Okay.
See, I'm not asking on my behalf.
Okay.
How can people know whether UX design is for me or not?
How can people know if UX design is for you or not?
I mean, how can people know or decide whether UX design is a right fit for them or not? What is the thing that can tell you that you can be a UX designer? That is what questions me a lot.
Okay. So, fine. So what I generally do in my workshops and mentoring sessions, I speak about this topic a lot.
Yeah.
Pretty much a lot.
So you're asking me to attend your workshop, which I can do.
You don't have to, but yeah. I generally cover this topic a lot.
Okay.
Why? Because obviously for any person to establish a career in UX design, most important and the most fundamental thing for them to do is to understand if UX is for them or not. It's the first thing, right?
So I'm not the only noob.
You're not the only person asking this question, or even whether you ask this question or not, right? If at all if someone asks me to mentor, or if I am mentoring someone, before I answer any other question, the first thing which I would clarify for them is this one.
Achha,
That
okay.
first, we'll have to work towards whether you are a good fit for this career or not, right? Now, firstly, we have to even understand the question itself, right?
Okay.
What is the meaning of a good fit? People generally ask this question, as a mask of the other question which they really want to ask. That is, do you think I can make money in UX design? In general,
The person is referring to himself. If he can make.
that's what they want to generally ask, right?
Yeah.
Because people's conception of career in general is itself
Making
not
money.
about
The passion
It's not about,
or the.
it's not about really about themselves or what they would really want to do and enjoy.
It's how the career is helping
How
them
is it
make
that
money.
they can make good money and basically support them in their life, which is nothing wrong, basically.
Yeah.
I'm not saying making money is wrong. Okay, so that's what people want to ask, right? Ultimately, will it work out for me?
Yeah.
Will I be able to make those fat paychecks at the end of the month?
Yeah.
Right? And will I have a sustained income over here? And will I be the person who can do all these things? Right? This is what they actually want to ask.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong, because I relate that also as a part of this answer, because there's no point having any career if it doesn't value back. If you are not able to create any value, or if you are not getting valued out of it, and if you are not able to be comfortable in your own life, there's no point of going towards that particular career, right? So I also answer that. So understanding whether you are a fit to a particular career option and whether you'll be able to create value is absolutely dependent on what you are, right? This is very straightforward thing that it depends on you is the most fundamental thing, and I'll explain how, right?
Okay.
Now, so let's take two dimensions here. One is how much will you love doing this? Right? Or in other words, in popularly I keep saying, how much will you be able to become this UX designer, become this person of a UX designer, that you will never feel that your job is a job. You're just very happy doing it, just like you would probably play some cricket or watch IPL or
It should feel like doing something passionate.
You just, right? So can you the first goal is, can UX become so lovable to you that you don't feel that your job is a job, right? That's the first point of understanding whether this career is a good fit for you or not.
Okay.
And the second part is obviously the value part.
Huh.
Will you be able to make money
Yes.
or not, right? So let's quickly cover these two parts, and I think you will really be able to get an answer for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? How do you understand whether UX is something which you will love or not, right? So this to do this, I'll tell you a very, very common sense backward way of getting here,
Okay.
right? Which I ask most of my students to do,
Hmm.
and they work on this particular exercise as well. The question I want to ask you is, so let's start with going back to your childhood,
Okay.
right? Let us just quickly say, let me ask you, what is that you loved during your childhood?
Not going to school.
Not going to school. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Right.
sorry.
You didn't mean anything. You're not really joking. I'm not really joking about. You don't have to tell me that my hobbies were stamp collection. Like everyone literally says stamp collection. I don't know. Like I don't know why.
I don't think I have held a stamp once in my life.
So anyway, I am not talking about anything serious over here. Really, not talking about serious over here. I am simply talking about anything which you loved doing as a kid and never felt time was being spent.
Okay.
Right? It need not be just one thing. It can be a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Right? So what did you love as a kid?
I loved playing.
You said bunking school,
Yeah,
right?
I loved bunking school.
So yeah, that's one. You loved bunking school.
Yeah.
Right? Very good.
Yeah.
What else?
Playing, not playing cricket or something. Playing the group games like what do you call hide and seek?
Hide and seek.
I loved playing hide and seek.
Hide and seek, thief and all. Okay, very
Yeah.
good. Okay.
So
what
those
else?
Watching TV.
What? Watch TV. What?
Watching TV. Cartoons. Tom and Jerry, Power Rangers, and
Okay.
cricket came later when I turned 10 or something.
Okay.
So these are the things I loved during childhood, and I
What
wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk. I wanted people to listen to me.
You want people to listen to you.
Yeah.
And let us say when you got people to listen to you, what were you like? Were you very good at talking, and could you? Were people listening to you?
Yeah, people listened to me.
Okay. They enjoyed listening to you as well.
Yeah. I mean, I had
And you enjoyed them listening.
exactly. I enjoyed them listening to me.
Yeah, you enjoyed that. They really loved that they're listening to you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, got it. So fine. So this is the first question. That is, what did you love as a kid? Right?
Okay.
You might be like, here, I'm asking you about if UX is a good fit for me, and you are asking me what did I love as a kid? What's the relationship? I'll bring there. So be patient about it. Now, out of all these things, what is the thing? Like there are few things which you just casually loved,
Yeah.
but big things which are like you really, really love. Like you are always into them. Like you said, watching TV, fine.
Yes.
But were you very much into watching TV?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I mean,
Right? Or
See,
just like bunking school, right?
no, there are things. I mean, when I was playing or when I was talking, when I was involving in.
Give one example.
See, I wanted to play games which I saw in movies.
Okay.
Let us say I was hooked to Power Rangers.
Okay.
That show is like one of the best shows in my life. So what I saw in Power Rangers, I wanted to bring it in my own life. So I collected sticks. I tied ropes with it. I made the swords or something. When I watched a movie where the hero drives a bus for a living,
Okay.
so I put on pillow on top of pillow,
Got it.
got a plate from my kitchen and drove it as if I was driving a truck or something.
Okay.
So whatever I watched or whatever I consumed in content, I wanted to replicate it. I wanted to play it with my friends.
Got it.
That's the thing I enjoyed the most.
And you are very hooked to it.
I was very hooked. Even now I get hooked to it.
Got it. Very good. Very good. Very good. So it all starts here, Vamsi.
Okay.
That what is it that you really, really, absolutely loved doing as a kid?
Okay.
Things which really defined you, and you doing them in itself is the reward. It starts from there, right?
Okay.
But I'll tell you, from here, this is where people generally make a mistake thinking that now, let's say you loved watching movies.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Or you loved bunking school. Okay? But let's go with the movies. Also bring it to the bunking, so I'll relate it. I have some examples.
Yeah. Sure.
But you loved watching movies. Now, the mistake people do is they'll say, hey, you know what? Because I love this, now I need to find a career option where I can watch movies and get paid.
Okay.
but that won't happen.
No.
Like, it might happen.
No, it won't
for
happen.
For someone who
reviews
becomes a
movies.
reviewer,
Yeah.
can become a reviewer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Very rare. It's not very easy to become a reviewer and right, settle in as a career option or something like that. I mean, you can still try. It's not wrong,
Yeah.
right? Right? Or let us say you loved cricket. Now, the mistake people do is, okay, I loved cricket. I was always into cricket.
Yeah.
So I was so much into cricket that I could play all day. So if I really have to do what I love,
You want to become a cricketer?
I have to. The only option to do something professionally is to become a cricketer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
This is
general
how people
concept.
think.
Yeah.
And because of this, what happens is they separate out career from their passion.
Okay.
Most people have their passion completely different from what their career and what they do as.
Okay.
Their professional, whatever they do as a professional engagement, is not their passion.
Yeah.
It's something which is totally different. Their passion is very different from what they do, right? Now, this mainly happens because people generally do this mistake and don't think beyond it.
Okay.
What I do here is, I want you to take a one step back from what you loved, right? And ask the question, why is it that you loved that particular watching movies a lot?
Okay.
And understand the root reason because of which you are loving movies.
Okay.
Because the idea is simple. What if there was something fundamental to you because of which you loved movies, right? What if that something fundamental is found in any other place? You might love that as well, as much as you might have loved movies. Why? I'll tell you that also. See, you love watching Telugu movies.
Yes, I do.
Mahesh Babu movies.
Yeah.
Right? You are a Mahesh Babu fan.
Yes.
Right? Now, why? Because you were put in the situations where you had people who discuss about Mahesh Babu. Mahesh Babu movies came in that situation and all that stuff. It's not like you are born
As a Mahesh Babu
fan or something like that.
Yes.
The situations happen to you in such a way that you have some fundamental qualities for which you want to like certain things. And Mahesh Babu
Was the
and
fit.
the movies was the fit at that point of time.
Okay.
That's why, to you who is having what I call is the fundamental qualities,
Yes.
the fundamental qualities which you have, which are the root cause of you going and loving something.
Got it.
Those qualities have taken Mahesh Babu as an example at that point of time, and now you love Mahesh Babu,
Understood.
or love watching Mahesh Babu films and talking about it and stuff like that, right? It's not the movies by themselves. Let us say you were born in Tamil Nadu, or let us say you were born in Europe.
Okay.
You would have become a football fan,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
If not football, something else, probably you would have become a
Yes.
dramatics fan or something like that.
Yes.
I don't know.
I understand.
What people do over
I
there.
understand. Yes.
So, basis the situation you will have around you, right? Your fundamental qualities will dictate what to pick and start loving them,
Okay.
right? So now do you agree that it is not cricket, it is not movies? There is something fundamental about you, which you realize you can find the definity into anything else which you don't know right now, which you are not in situation right now.
Yes.
Can make it very lovable and as lovable as what today watching
Understood.
movie
Yeah.
is.
I totally understand.
Makes sense, right?
Yes. It makes sense. Yes.
That's exactly what we'll have to do to understand career fit for anything. Forget UX.
Oh.
Forget UX.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Be it any other career, what we need to do is, first of all, we need to understand what our fundamental qualities are. That's the homework we need to do. And then what we need to do is, we need to go and now check if those fundamental qualities can align with what happens in each of these careers.
Okay.
Is there something which is as enjoyable as what would give you the enjoyment of watching a movie and talking about a movie? Can you find something like that in UX?
Okay.
Is the hunt which we'll have to do.
Okay. Now I understand.
Right?
So you're saying that watching movie is not just about seeking entertainment or anything. There is some quality which is hooking you into that particular movie, be it cricket or anything. Now we have to find out some.
Seeking entertainment can also be a fundamental quality.
Yeah. Seeking entertainment, but
I'm
why?
saying it is
Why?
not just because of the movie or Telugu movie. Like when you say I love Telugu movies, it's not the Telugu movies, right? It's not just the Telugu movies. It's because that's a situation
Wherever
for your fundamental qualities
Yes.
of loving something because of whatever reasons.
Yes.
Right?
I understand.
So you obviously the direct translation is not possible. You can't say I will search for Telugu movies within UX design. That's not possible.
Yes.
Go back from Telugu movies to your fundamental quality, from your fundamental quality to what's happening in UX design, and you will start seeing.
Understood.
There is
Then
something
we can draw parallels.
Right? What I have done in my career and a lot of students' career is make them realize what their fundamental qualities are and explain them what happens in UX and identify whether these things are matching to them or not.
Yes.
The moment they realize that, oh, you know, these activities are done in UX and this is what I am fundamentally am,
Okay.
it clicks. They really start believing that, hey, you know what, since I can do this, if I practice these things in manner, this is how my brain thinks. And I absolutely love doing things like that. If trained well, if in proper exposure about what happens in UX design, I can really crack this. And I'll enjoy this very much.
Understood.
This is the way. This is the way. Right?
Okay.
This is the way in which we'll realize whether UX is a fit or not. Not just UX, as I said, any career option for the matter, this is the way we need to realize whether it's a fit for us or not.
Okay.
Right? Now, going a little specifically.
Yeah.
Now, let us say, we'll just take this example of movies. Okay? You loved movies.
Yeah.
So how do you realize your fundamental quality? Is by asking why, and like, you know, going deep into it. Right?
Yeah.
Until the time you probably cannot find an answer. No,
Then that becomes the
your fundamental reason, right? Now, why do you think you love movies a lot?
Me?
Yeah,
It was a form of entertainment.
it's entertainment. Okay.
Okay. Why it was.
See, knowing you, I'll tell you what my observation is.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
See, your fundamental qualities are coming from when you love the stories of a movie and you love narrating stories to other people.
Yes.
When you watch a movie,
I narrated to my mom or my classmates. Yes.
yes, you narrate those stories,
Yeah.
and your social currency increases very well
Yes.
the moment you start narrating what stories have connected with you in the movies.
Yeah. And my friend said, "Oh, great! I have to watch that movie." Yeah. I resonate with it. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's what you really are good at, right? Which is why you love movies, because people also listen to you and those stories and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Mahesh Babu happened to be the person over there.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you remove the Mahesh Babu, remove the Telugu movie out of it, what is your fundamental quality there? Your ability to
Tell stories.
understand a story and narrate a story.
Yeah.
Even more fundamental, you can connect things very well. You can connect random things very well. Again, knowing you, I'm telling you this.
Yes.
Right?
So my next thing is, after this, you as a person know me.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
given our relationship.
Correct.
But how can a person like me dive deep into my own self and find out that quality? Like how deep can we go and ask that kind of questions?
The unfortunate thing about, you know,
Is we cannot.
is people. No, that's not. The unfortunate thing is not that we cannot.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is that we are living in a world where we absolutely do not know about ourselves. We do not have the time to think about ourselves,
Okay.
right? But you know, every human is born with the capability to really think and understand about themselves.
Yeah.
That's what a human is different from an animal. If you think of it, a human knows their identity and can understand themselves,
Yeah.
right? That's how they're different,
Yes.
right? A human is born with this quality, right? So it's just that we are so distracted and we are so much into escaping from what we are that we hardly think about, you know, what you really are. It's not difficult, Vamsi.
Yes.
This is not at all difficult. If you think about it, it is very easy to go and understand what you are good at.
Okay.
Yes, it takes a mentor to guide you in terms of, okay, no, this is not fundamental enough. It takes a mentor to make you think better. Of course, a mentor cannot tell you what you are good at.
Okay.
That's not how this works.
Okay.
Since I know you from a long time, I am telling you what
Yes,
you are good at. Right? Ultimately, you are the person who is a judge of what you are good at.
Yeah.
Right? And as a mentor, someone can enable you to think, hey, you know what? Yes, this is fundamental. This is more fundamental. Go more fundamental. Think. It's not just a specific example. Think a little bit more. Is
Yeah.
something
That you can guide me through.
Yes. A mentor can guide you through.
Yeah.
Right? Now, so coming back to the topic, right? So your ability to understand stories and narrate stories. And what is storytelling? Storytelling is about connecting multiple dots and presenting it in such a way that other people
Are hooked
to it.
Yeah.
And listen to it and engage, and that gives like a very good feeling.
Yeah.
Why does it give a good feeling? Ante there is no answer to it, frankly speaking.
Yeah.
And that's why it becomes fundamental to you. You don't even, like there might be an answer. It doesn't matter to you,
Yes.
right? Now what you do is forget this UX for now,
Okay.
right? Let's say you have a bunch of career options in front of you.
Huh.
Let's say some video making, some graphic design, some UX design, some coding and stuff like that, right? If you go and understand what happens in each of these places,
Yeah.
is there a place where you can find something in parallel to understanding stories and narrating stories,
Yeah. There is.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You can tell me, but it's my question is not about you to answer it immediately.
Huh.
What I'm trying to say is your pursuit should be about
Okay.
where are the opportunities to understand stories and
Okay.
narrate stories,
Okay.
or in fact, if there is a lot of disconnected stuff,
Huh.
and you are a genius there.
Okay.
If there is a lot of disconnected stuff,
Yeah.
right, you make sense of it and build it as a very good story, and you're really good at it.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And with this storytelling, you can present things very well in a very interesting manner, right? Now, all you have to do is, in these career options,
Huh.
you have to see if there is something similar,
Yeah.
and that part you will really, really enjoy.
Got it.
Right?
got
I'll
it.
give you
Yeah,
an example in UX.
Yeah.
In UX, when we design experiences, there is a small concept called presenting the journey of a user.
Yeah.
So, because user experience is like, as UX designer, you design experiences
Yes.
through digital interfaces which we have today, right? Now, let us say you're using some app. Now, as a UX designer, my job is to make sure your journey through that particular product which you have, right? Let's say you want to order some food. Your journey through you trying to place order till you get the food, whatever.
Yeah.
Your journey through this particular thing is very good. You have a great experience. Oh wow, kind of an experience. Let us
Yes.
exaggerate this. Oh wow.
Yeah.
But
it's a comfortable and
in many times,
Likeable
oh wow is like a very different thing.
Yeah.
Not having negative experience in itself
Is a positive
generally a very
experience.
good
Yeah.
stage to be at. Like I don't have any complaints. I just got my order. I'm not
Yes,
thinking
yes,
anything anymore about
I
it.
did not have any discomfort while
Yes.
doing anything. Yes.
Is itself a great goal to achieve by a
Yeah.
product like,
Yeah.
let us say, like Swiggy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, a UX designer will make sure that they design, like whether it is whatever interfaces they put or whatever
Yes.
decisions they take.
Yes.
Ultimately, they are the people responsible for the experience which you will build
Huh.
as a part of the user achieving their goals.
Yeah.
Correct? Now, so this is what your job is about, first of all, as a UX designer.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, what we do is to create an experience, you'll have to. Experience is always through a journey. Now, let us say you're traveling with me, you are having a journey with me,
Okay.
right? And
Yes.
if you're loving this conversation,
Yes.
that means you're having a great experience.
Yeah.
So, experience always comes with journey.
Yeah.
Okay? What we do is we map this journey of a particular user going through these particular bunch of screens or taking those decisions, trying to order or something like that. We make a map of it,
Yeah.
right? This map, what we do is we present it like a story, because it is a fucking story,
Yes. It is. Yeah.
right? If you think of it, a movie is a story of, let us say, if you take, let us say you watched recently that Fahad Fazil's Avesham movie,
Yeah.
right? And in that, Fahad Fazil is a character who is going through a particular journey,
Yeah.
which you are seeing from that particular person's point of view or whatever,
Yeah.
and you are relating with all the experiences which Fahad Fazil is having, and therefore you are having a great experience. Correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's what a story is.
Yes.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Now that's exactly what we do here, is for us to understand and design for the experience of a user.
Yeah.
We take the character's place.
Yes.
We become the Fahad Fazil over there.
Yeah.
Imagine that person. In other words, we call it as empathize that particular person,
Yeah.
right? And we present that story of that Fahad Fazil and present it as a map. We build it as a story and tell it,
Got it. Understood.
right? This is a very, very important thing in UX, because to either create an experience or to present the experience which you want to build to, let
For
us
the
say,
user.
to not just to the user, because before your experience reaches the user, your company has to believe in it.
Yeah.
Whatever experience you are proposing, company has to believe in it. They have to fund it and they'll have to build it. A developer has to build it, right?
Yeah.
For all this to happen, your movie about the experience which you will want to provide to the user
Yeah.
is important. And here, storytelling skills are one of the most important skills,
Understood.
right? And specifically, the ability to connect multiple dots and the ability to tell a very engaging story and derive meaning out of the entire story.
Yeah.
Your ability to do that plays a very, very important
crucial
part.
Yeah.
Right? So, whenever you do this part in UX, you will absolutely love it.
Got it.
And you will be able to excel at it. You will have your own style of doing this.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Imagine, I mean, that's what my only thing is. A lot of people are getting UX design without realizing the beauty of it and not enabling themselves, thinking so fundamentally about themselves or about the things which they love, right? And not connecting in this particular manner.
Yeah.
And they just do design as a very mundane activity.
Got it.
If at all, you really connect with it so much that you have fundamental qualities mapped out to everything which happens in UX design, you will love it, man. The excitement which you're seeing in my face is mainly because, right, I stitch stories. When I build UX, I'm stitching those stories. And when that part comes, whatever movie lover Anudeep was there, is actually playing there.
Got it.
I am loving that Mahesh Babu movie, stitching that particular story over there. For the last project, I can't tell you the project name and all that stuff. But recently, I had to present to a very prominent person within Amazon, right? And I made a video for it.
Okay.
And when I did that, I presented a story in this particular manner about an experience of how a user would have their particular journey.
Okay.
When I stitched it, I absolutely loved it. I told a very, very good story, and they also absolutely loved it and appreciated it for me.
Nice.
Right?
Okay.
So here, I'm telling you, that's something which absolutely, my job will not feel like a job.
Yeah.
And this is when I relate to the second point. That is, if you love it so much and if you connect with it so much, you will do it so well and you will bring your own uniqueness to it so well that you will become a very valuable person to the business.
Got it.
And that's when they fucking pay you very well.
Okay.
That is a real way of actually making money in UX. Unlike thinking about, I'll apply through multiple job portals and this particular job has this particular range, I'll get paid. I need to have all these mundane things apart. What makes you a very, very valuable asset to a company for which they would want to have you is that you absolutely connect well with it and you do it so well because you're not doing it either just for the money or just for the job or something like that. Because that is the Mahesh Babu movie for you and you'll do it irrespective of anything.
Yes.
And because you realize your thing, you will again not do it for free.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's your profession. You'll do it so well that you know that you're creating value to your business.
Yeah.
And the business will value you back.
Got it.
You will never do it for free.
No.
Right? The comparison is that it doesn't matter whether you're getting paid or not, but you're very happy about it. But since you're so happy about it and so passionate about it that you'll do it so well, you will naturally demand much higher than many other people out there because you're really good at it and you know about it as well.
Understood.
That's the beauty. Right?
Yeah.
So
you just made me realize that I can be a good UX designer.
Yeah, I mean, again, sometimes it just takes that perspective opening up, right?
Yeah.
This is just one example, right? I mean, my thing is, now this is about, you give a movie example.
It's my case. There are many other cases which can relate to UX design too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, many other things which you like might work in UX design, or only one or two aspects might work in UX design. It is highly probable, and it's not like a one sitting like this, it will not happen, right? You have to work and you have to work with your mentor about this.
Yeah.
Only then you will really realize whether you are, it is really for you, because it's not that only journey mapping you'll do and everything else will not.
Yes.
You'll have to make a bunch of screens as well.
Exactly.
You'll have to you have to manage your stakeholders. There are multiple other things which are required, right? Which I can talk about in a big list in a separate other video and stuff like that.
Yeah, that will become a series then.
Right? Now, I am loving UX design and this career because in many of those activities which are there, I have found something which I'm very truly passionate about. There are a few things which are a compromise, and that's fine because nothing is ever perfect.
Yeah, because my next question was that there are some compromises or some things which we might not be a big fan of, which can relate to the job like UX design.
That's the point.
Yeah.
If there are too many like that, then you are just force-fitting yourself into a job.
Okay.
In my career, like when I'm doing UX design in Amazon, I absolutely love it. Mainly because there are many things in my job which fundamentally connect with the kind of person who I am and I'm very passionate about. There are few compromises which I'll have to make.
Okay.
Because the world is not perfect. That's it.
Okay.
A
So
few
the
of
thing
them.
is, whatever the passion or whatever the job, maybe there are a few compromises which have.
Which you'll have to manage.
Yeah. Understood.
Which is very human, right?
Yeah.
But that will be very few. The majority of them, if they are like this well connected, like the one I'm trying to talk about,
Yeah.
then the job is not a job, and you also get paid very well.
Got it.
Yeah. So
Understood.
this is what you have to do, Vamsi. If you do this, certainly you can become an enjoyable UX designer, and I can relate it with that math kind of thing. No, it also takes that math teacher to make you love math, right?
Yeah.
Like there are largely two kinds of people, right? People who love math and people who hate maths. And most people who love math, the most of them who love math,
They have a good teacher.
yeah, most of them who love math, their most important reason is they had a very, very good maths teacher
Yeah.
who really made the love for mathematics really reach them, and they love mathematics,
Understood.
whether they can perform or not, right?
Understood.
So yeah, I hope this conversation can be eye-opening, or I should say, this conversation gives you the taste that, hey, you know what, I can find something which I can really love and be very passionate about.
Yes. Thank you for answering the question, and it's actually very insightful.
Yes,
Hope we can have many other conversations like
absolutely.
regarding UX.
Awesome, man.